Jamie Lawson, first of all, welcome to New Zealand.
Thank you.
Since you've been here, have you managed to look around the country at all?
No, absolutely nothing at all, in fact. I was just trying to I went out for some dinner yesterday, and that's about it.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy your dinner at least?
It was not too bad.
Perfect. Yeah. First of all, do you play any other instruments other than the guitar?
I can play a bit of piano. Not well enough to do it on stage, but I use piano to write. And I could, bash away at some drums. I could play bass guitar in order to help out any recordings and stuff, but nothing with any skill. Just enough to get by on,
I'm sure you're just being modest.
I'm not.
Is there any instrument that you've always wanted to play but just never really had time to learn?
I'd love to play the piano better. I think it's a beautiful thing. It's weird. I just never got the chance to do that, really. I have a little keyboard now that I can bash around on, but those skills of learning seem to have disappeared, so I just hit it.
Your new album is titled Jamie Lawson, which is very original.
Yeah, thanks.
It's out October 9. What can we expect from that album?
The kind of songs of love that are sung with love, hopefully. Just songs that you can relate to, songs that will give you comfort, and that just, they're kind of warm and kind is what I hope that they are. I'm a bit over the oppressiveness of radio, of how constant everything has to be, and I just wanted to relax it a little. So hopefully it's a nice warm record.
That's cool.
That's kind of what I'm after anyway.
When your singles come on the radio at the moment, you definitely get that relaxed vibe.
There's definitely there's a marked difference between my stuff and other stuff on the radio. I feel a little out of place, to be honest, like I don't quite belong here.
Who are the main musical influences in your previous work and also for the upcoming album?
My main influences are probably bands like R.E.M., Crowded House, Radiohead, Jeff Buckley, people that just wrote great songs, great lyrics that made you either think about them deeply or just sing along to. You had the choice of how much you wanted to get involved in the song. And I think in some ways that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve too. I don't think I manage it as well as those guys do, but that's what I aim for. The big reference for me on this record was Van Morrison. I don't know if you know Van Morrison, but he's an Irish kind of what they would call Celtic soul singer. So he has an album called Moondance that I really adore. So I was kind of aiming for that, really.
Awesome.
I missed it. I missed by a mile, but that's what I was aiming for.
Good times. You mentioned there a little bit about like a specific lyric. With the song Wasn't Expecting That, that's quite a common expression, but you've kind of put it into a song. Can you tell us a little bit more about that process?
Well, it's weird, isn't it? It is something that you would say a lot, and it was just said out in a conversation while out one night, and it just, for some reason, that time it stuck in my head. And I thought, well, that's a nice idea for a song. What aren't you expecting? And what comes after that? So that was kind of how it got started. It was only the last two lines, really, that I struggled with. The song came together very quickly. And the first line I wrote was about the kiss. There's only just a delicate kiss anyone could have missed. And I wasn't expecting that. It was like, well, what leads up to that? And what leads from that? Wow. And it was interesting to be able to take it from the very first time they saw each other to the very last moment. Yeah.
That's amazing. Do you have a preference between writing music and performing? Or does it kind of go hand in hand for you?
Well, it's always gone hand in hand, yeah. I get itchy if I'm not writing, and then I get itchy if I'm not performing.
Yeah.
So there'll come a point, if I haven't kind of sung for people for a couple of weeks, I'll get into a certain mood, and then it takes me a couple of days to work out, it's because you've not done anything. You're not out there because that's what you're supposed to do. That's your job.
Yeah.
I think maybe that'll change a bit now because I'm doing it so much more. But they kind of go hand in hand to me. I don't know what I enjoy most. I do like writing. So. Yeah.
Cool. You mentioned a song the other night at your show. You said that it's not on your upcoming single, but you feel sorry for it, so you were going to perform it anyway.
Okay.
What was the reason that song didn't make the album?
It's a song called If You Do, and I do like the song a lot, but we had so little time to make the record. We had 2 weeks to record it, and the label needed the track listing for the album before it was mixed, and that song was the one that needed most work. And I kind of thought, I can't take the risk on this one not working, so I had to drop it.
So if you had more time, it would be there.
It probably would be there, yeah.
Interesting.
It's a shame, but it's nice to know that there's a song in the bag for the next record, you know.
It's always good.
Yeah.
What's your favorite tweet that you've ever received? Could be from a fan or another musician.
I've started collecting them. They're genius. And it's mainly because of, you know, grammar mistakes and things like that. They make me laugh.
Yeah.
But there is a tweet that came from Australia, which said something like, OMG, I love Jamie Lawson. He has the voice of an angle. Which I thought was brilliant.
Good. Such an easy mistake, though.
Exactly,
I'm
yeah.
I've done the same thing.
And it's probably an autocorrect thing, you know. It's
if that was me, I would be claiming that it was an autocorrect. The amount of times I've done that, terrible. I've got a couple of fan questions here for you.
Cool.
Moira has asked, if you weren't a singer, what would you be doing?
Do you know what? I really have no idea. I liked art at school. I thought I wanted to be an art teacher when I was very young, and then music just took over. And from the age of about 15, I guess, that was it. It was in me, and I just decided to do music, whether it made me a living or not. Yeah. It was a bit like that, you know. And I always got by on music, so it obviously did something. So maybe I'd be. I really enjoy photography, so maybe a photographer. It'd be still something creative, I think, because that's how my head works. I would struggle to work a 9-to-5 type thing, I think.
Yeah. Cool. Brittany has also asked, if you could do a duet with any person, who would that person be?
I don't know, actually. There's a band in the UK called Elbow that I really love. Paolo Nutini, do you know him?
Yeah.
I think he's got an incredible voice. So it might be interesting to work with him and just, you know, hear that voice so close up and let him sing all over you. And
See what happens.
Yeah. So yeah, and I hope at some point I'm going to work with Ed as well. So
cool. Is there kind of works in the plan there, or?
Yeah, we've talked about doing some writing together. So it's just a case of whether we get time off at the same time to be able to do that. I'm about to go and join him in the US actually to do a few dates with him there. So hopefully there'll be maybe time in that, but there's a lot of travel involved at the same time. So you don't really get downtime as such. It's just.
Do you ever get time when you're like sitting on a plane or on a bus or anything like that?
To write?
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's not a creative environment being on a plane or a bus or moving. I just don't find it. I think I would like to try harder, but and I've got a whole collection of songs that are ready for the next record of ideas that I'm working on. So I have them, but generally I just find myself watching a film or listening to other people, you know. So
probably need that downtime as well.
Yeah, you need a bit of just coming back down to earth in some way, you know.
Yeah. Awesome. I've got a few rapid fire questions here, so this is just
okay. I'll do my best.
That pops into your head. Pretty easy. Cats and dogs? Oh, cats or dogs? Sorry.
Probably neither. If I had to choose, dogs. Good. I'm not an animal lover.
Ooh, how do you get on with Ed? Because he loves cats.
He really does, yeah. But they're not around, so that's good.
Very cool. Summer or winter?
Summer.
iPhone or Samsung?
iPhone.
Favorite social media?
Twitter.
Favorite emoji?
I don't know what that is. That's the smiley face thing?
Yeah.
I don't even know if I've used one. I'll just go with a smiley face. Are there more than one?
You've got the smiley face with hearts in the eyes, the smiley face that's kissing, the smiley face that's crying. There's a whole bunch of them.
Wow, I obviously need to get into that world.
There's even a poop emoji.
Okay.
Maybe that's a little too far. Cheeseburger or chicken nuggets?
Chicken.
Good call. Jamie Lawson, thank you so much for joining
Pleasure,
us. And we can't wait for the new album.
Thanks a lot.